What is up, everyone? This is Andrew with Live Oak Real Estate, and today we're here to talk to you about how can I afford a home. Now, I know that a lot of people, they rent and then they look and they say, man, there's no way I can afford a home. Well, that's actually not true. You can, it's just how can you do it? So we're here to kind of talk about some of the mortgages that are available. Now, I am not a banker. This is just me as a real estate agent telling you about the type of mortgages out there that you are available to get. If you're looking to get a home, I encourage you to find a banker that you like or use the place that you're using right now, and then you can kind of go from there and figure out what's best for you. I'm just going to talk about some of the mortgages that are available. The first type of mortgage that you can get is called a fixed rate loan or a conventional mortgage. Now, this mortgage is going to require for you to have a down payment. It depends on the bank. It can be anywhere from 5% to a 20% down payment on that loan. So one good thing about this is you're going to have a fixed interest rate. So interest rates are amazing right now. So if you decide that you want to get into a home, now is the time because interest rates are phenomenal. So you're going to have your monthly payment on principal and interest. Now, if you don't know what principal and interest are, principal is what you're paying down on your loan amount, and the interest is the money that you pay to have the loan with the bank. So that money goes directly to the bank. Now, these loans are typically a 15 to a 30-year loan, which most home loans are, but that's going to be a fixed rate or a conventional mortgage. The next type is a FHA loan. Now, I know you've probably maybe heard about this loan. Usually you're going to have the 20% down payment like you will with a conventional mortgage. But with the FHA loan, you can have as little as a 3.5% down payment. And you can because these loans are government backed. If you don't know what FHA means, it is a Federal Housing Authority loan. So one good thing about this loan is you don't have to have a lot of savings put back. So let's just crunch some numbers. If you're looking at a $150,000 home, if 3.5% of that is going to be $5,250, so $5,250 that you're going to need to close on that house, plus your closing costs, which is also going to be added in. So you don't have to have a lot of savings put back. It's also a fixed rate mortgage, so you'll lock in your interest rate, still on 15 to 30 year terms. And one other thing that you're going to have with this loan is called mortgage insurance. And you'll have to pay that monthly as well. And that's about 1% of your loan amount. It's not exactly, it could be a little higher, could be a little lower. So that's something to also think about. Now, if you served in our military, first thing I want to say is thank you for serving in our military. Second thing I want to tell you is there is a thing called a VA loan. So if you served in the United States military, you definitely need to look into a VA loan. A VA loan stands for Veterans Affairs Loan, and there is no down payment and there's no mortgage insurance. So the government is giving you the option to get into a home without having to pay a down payment, and you do not have to pay mortgage insurance. These loans are also government backed. So it must be your primary residence, and you have to meet some minimum requirements. And one of those is you cannot own a fixer-upper. So the government's going to want you to get a home that's not going to have a lot of money put into it. They want a home that's readily available for you to live in. Next type of loan is called a USDA loan. Now, sometimes you're going to hear these called as a rural development loan. So these are for people in rural areas. Now, this loan is great for small towns. A lot of small towns, you can use these loans. It's government financed 100%. So you have no down payment. They cover 100% of the loan. And there's no down payment, like I said, and it offers discounted interest rates. So if you live in a small town, you really might want to look into this, because I know a lot of people are looking for homes, and this would be a great option for them. Also, there's one thing on this, though, on the USDA loans. So your debt load cannot exceed your income by more than 41%, or you'll be required to have more. Yes, you will be required to have mortgage insurance. Sorry about that. So one thing on USDA loans, no down payment, which is phenomenal. You get off discounted interest rates, but your debt load cannot exceed your income by more than 41%. So those are just some of the types of loans that I would recommend. I want to keep my notes here so I don't mess it up. But we can also just kind of go through, I've got a loan calculator on my phone. So if you look at just kind of what you're looking at, if you're looking at mortgaging $150,000 on a 30-year loan at, say, a 4% interest rate. So your monthly payment on that is $716. So your monthly interest is $299. So then you're paying the rest down in principal. So if you're renting a house for $750 a month and you're thinking, man, I would really love to own a home, you have the availability to do that on a $150,000 loan, 30-year at 4%, $716. So say that you're like, man, I don't want to pay that much. So say you're renting for $600 a month. If you find a house for $125,000, which is very easy to do, $125,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, 30-year at a 4% interest rate, you're looking at $596 a month. So really, if you have sitting around and thought, and you're saying, I can't afford a home, like I just cannot afford a home. You can afford a home. It's just how can you afford it? So I just wanted to put that out there for y'all to know. If you or someone you know is interested in buying a home, tell them to contact me. I can help them out. I have bought different homes. I invest in property. If you're an investment person looking for investment properties, I can help you out with that too. So anyway, if you are looking to buy a home, know that it is possible for you to own a home. This is Andrew Fleeman with Live Oak Real Estate. I'll see y'all later.